Welcome to Weekly Reset.
It's the reset.
It's the reset.
I'm Josh.
This is what happened when white people
I'm
do
Steven.
All right.
From that side of the table.
Yeah, dude. You
God damn.
guys hating, man. Y'all hating.
All right.
We took the spotlight.
Podcast over.
Bye. That's a short one.
How's your week, Mark?
All right. Are we switching roles? I'll be you.
That wasn't very nice.
Just messing with you. Relax.
I'll be you. Lame.
He said lame. My name is Marcus.
Darkness.
Oh, don't get the real name. My name's Mark. Join with.
I already said Josh. Yeah.
What's your real name?
Steven.
Tony. Leonard.
Leonard what?
Washington.
Just Leonard.
Just
Where I'm
Leonard.
from. A town called none of your goddamn business. Dave Chappelle classic. Anyways, what we drinking, man?
You got a little bit of
I don't know.
Shots
Yeah, I think
first.
we all got different shots.
yeah.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, we all
Well, I got the same with Josh.
No one got no fireball?
No.
No.
Am I the only one that's going to keep it hot?
I mean, I got the captain.
Okay, so I'm the only one that's going to keep it
Tony's got that private stock.
hot.
Tony in the captain's quarters. What goes on in there?
Don't worry about what's going on there.
Okay. All right.
You in there with the captain?
No, I am the captain.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Cool. All right, that makes sense. That makes more sense. All right.
Cheers.
To the head?
Cheers to the head.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I missed it.
Oh, that went down smooth.
Jolly Ranchers. That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. We going back to that for another day.
That wasn't bad. It was better than just the straight cucumber.
Yeah.
That tastes like someone put a bunch of big red.
Did you do
pieces
any
in.
cucumber?
No.
Oh.
Oh, you mixed it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I got some mixed stuff right here though that I might drink when the show's over.
Is the thing working for you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm not getting no video though.
Yeah, I ain't getting no feed.
Me neither.
Yeah, mine is loading. But
So, I just want to start off by saying, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. If you guys haven't heard,
Mm-hmm.
he was in a fatal helicopter crash with his 13-year-old daughter, I think he said, and some other guests.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic news. So,
One of the greatest, man.
one
Like,
of the
can
greatest.
you imagine?
He's a legend.
Like Los Angeles right now must be like literally flipped upside down.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, but coming out of Michael Jordan era, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to say he's one of the few that can come out of the MJ era and still be considered like a legend.
yeah.
Multiple championships.
Yeah.
I think some gold medals at the Olympics. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace. I saw even Shaq reached out. Gave his
I'm gonna
condolences.
see, make sure this stuff's all plugged in.
But,
I might have been
Yeah.
there.
what was that?
Might have been mine. It was going slow.
So, yeah, rest in peace. Our condolences, prayers to the family.
Sad news.
I wonder what Shaq's doing.
You know, I was about to say, you know what's crazy? That it was just then, like Kobe, because there's the All-Star games going on right now too, right, for the NBA.
Did you say he just reached out to LeBron after he passed his?
Like they just had a picture together like the night before because the All-Star game was going on. So it was like all like the popular players together and like talking about.
This is what they should be seeing.
Talking about stuff and I think like
He tweeted him, I think.
Yeah, like I think like Kobe the day before, like last night, he like tweeted like a picture with him and LeBron like hanging out.
Did you check it on?
He said like congrats on passing like one of his records or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was wondering if
That
there's
happened
like
a
a
couple
delay
nights ago, right?
because it was
He
slow.
outscored Kobe now.
That's just awkward then.
It's crazy, man.
Well, I mean, it sucks. I mean, probably after seeing that too, it sucks that it happened right after like the All Stars and stuff like that.
Check upstairs.
Yeah.
Sorry if none of you guys are seeing anything. That we're having minor difficulties.
Bye, Steve.
But all right, let's get off the sad stuff, man. Just breaking news. So happened today actually. So we figured we'd
Send our condolences.
Yeah. All right. So, I heard you got a new game. Well, it's not new, but
Oh, yes. I was like, what are you talking about? I just remember my Amazon box came today. Yeah. Every year my company gives like an extra bonus on top of like the team lead bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a virtual credit card, so you can just order stuff online. So I just went on Amazon. I was like, I need some games here. I picked up and or pre-ordered a couple. You know what I'm saying? But I had to get that Mario Maker 2. It just came in today, so I can make some good levels for you guys.
I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna keep recording, but I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it.
Okay.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I think it's like behind or something.
Yeah, my phone kept going on idle just because it was just like there's no video playing.
Ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on. You said you stopped it?
Yeah, still recording, but
Oh.
Yeah, don't
once
get caught with your pants
once that goes
Mark.
down, then I'll start the stream.
What?
You better keep your pants on.
Yeah, Lisa said it's not working. You said it was just behind though?
I think so because it's stopping. All right.
Don't get caught with egg between your toes.
That's nasty.
Come on down to major portions.
How would egg get between my toes?
If you drop an egg.
Drop an egg, step in it. Don't drop the egg, Mark.
You don't remember
So
that?
You're saying, yeah, I know the saying, but I was just
He
saying,
said,
like,
what?
I'm just saying, like, you know, you ever think about where some of those sayings came from?
Well, he said it because he said they were stomping on the competition. And he dropped some egg, and he started stepping on it. Don't get caught with egg between your toes. Come on down to major portions.
I have a couple of very important questions.
Yes,
The first one,
please.
where's that from?
Cow and chicken.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna hold it for a second.
Did you say?
We're not recording.
No,
It's
we
kinda
are.
like pre-production.
We're still recording. He just
Are we
closed
recording
up.
right now?
Yeah.
Told you it doesn't work.
That actually wasn't recording though.
Holy
lucky.
shit, what just happened? Did you hear that?
Yeah. He said,
I don't think you would have felt
Put
if my
your hands
shoulder
up.
wasn't right.
What'd you put your hands up for? Like, that's gonna help you. He said,
That's the broken chair.
Oh.
Like the wheels are all broken on it, so there's
Well,
like,
it just felt like something else broke now, because now when I go back and it just goes
There you go.
like back like really
Oh.
What's up now?
I think it might have been locked because you can like lock those ones so you can't lean back. So you probably were like, it like popped out so you could lean back.
How do I
chicken tits.
You know we are recording.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, now that's the worst counter.
What'd you just say? Chicken tits? Go on, Mark. Tell me more about this.
Everybody knows the real you, Mark.
All right, yeah. Now we're up and running.
We are indeed recording. No weekly reset. We already did all that, right?
Yeah. I'll just piece that together.
I mean, you need a reset.
I just reset.
You need a reset.
All right. Anyways, so
No,
the game.
it's just a worse counter.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Worse.
Already?
Yeah.
Already starting off, man.
5 minutes in.
You ain't acting
Breaking
right.
records.
You ain't acting right.
I am acting right. Anyways, dude, I'm excited.
Let's get started. I did good.
I'm excited for Tony.
Get started drinking?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, what are we drinking?
Hold on.
Well, today we're drinking check to the head cream ale.
So if I just start coming out swinging, mad up.
You're gonna be swinging like this? Doing a check to the head?
Yeah, what did I say? What did I say earlier today? We were playing Heroes.
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Oh, I remember what it was. I was playing Zul Jin,
You start recording.
and she was sleeping on the couch, and Juno was sleeping out there. And I was like,
Oh.
let me close the door up real quick, cause y'all about to make way for the bad guy."
Yeah,
Jeff was
this guy.
Jeff was like, "Shut up,
Yeah,
shut up."
man. They close the door real quick because it's about to get real. Y'all about to make way for the bad guy. I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. All right.
Why are you peeing?
Why are you fucking up a great beer?
How do we know it's a great beer? Have you tried this?
Mark said he loves Dark Horse.
Yeah, but have you tried this?
This tastes like if Bud Light made a cream ale.
How'd you know?
Huh?
How'd you know?
I mean, I've never had this beer before.
Have you?
No, I tasted it. It's like I spilled a little.
I can't do it.
Hey, I
You
can't.
can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Keep going. Oh. There's
a lot of
Hey, this beer is 50%.
Show the camera, Josh.
Wow.
Yeah, you're really cool.
It's like a layered shot.
Why did you take my cup?
You have to
You drink out of
you
it,
have to re-pour here.
He drank out of it.
I
though.
wanted to see if he was gonna pay attention, and he didn't.
No. For pre-production, I handed him his glass.
I know. I took it.
And then you put it back?
I realized you weren't looking, so I gave you the same one right back.
Why?
What do you mean?
No, what do you mean what I mean? Why?
For the LOLs and the production value?
I gave you your glass, that means you give me mine. You can't drink out of mine.
Oh, this was going to the head. Straight out of the...
I gave you your glass.
Straight out of the...
I gave you your glass.
Straight out of the legendary Max Benton glass here. Limited edition, by the way, folks. Let's go ahead and pour this in here real quick. Just gonna go ahead and pour that in real quick.
Tastes like foam, doesn't it?
Man, I
Common
imagine
taste,
that's what
motherfucker.
I imagine that's what dragon yolk tastes like. What you think?
Today's podcast, I'm gonna demonstrate how to choke somebody.
I might have to bring Duke back.
Dragment.
Why'd you do that, dude?
Is MB Dragon 14 gonna come out, dude?
Yo, I was calling my bank because I think there's some fraudulent things going on in my account. And she was like, all right, so you just need to fill out some documentation. Is it cool if I send it to the email on file? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, wait, what's the email on file? Because I thought I changed it like years ago, right? She's like, looks like it's MB Dragon 14. I was like, change it. Change it. Why I gotta change this like every year? I did it last year. Change it. Dude, why does it keep going back?
It's MB Dragon 20 now.
No,
right?
I've changed it so many times, like across all my accounts. But with this bank, for some reason, they don't like delete it. I said, I asked, remove that one completely. I got a new one, MB Dragon 14. I was like, this is weird.
People are
I
gonna
have a
send you some
professional
weird ass shit now.
Huh?
Yep.
People are gonna say some weird ass shit now.
On both emails.
I'm gonna bleep that out for you, Mark.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Don't-
all kinds
you-
of dragon
yeah, you
dongles
don't-
sent your way.
Huh? I don't even get the Yahoo one anymore. I have no connection to it. It was how many years ago? But no, that one. Yeah, please bleep that out.
He was about to get all kinds of dragon dingoes.
What's a dragon dingo?
A dingo?
Yeah.
Well, a dingo is it's
No, what's a dragon dingo?
well, a dingo is an animal.
What's a dragon
Well,
dingo?
Mark, when you have a
dingo is also.
Did it eat
Yeah?
your baby?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did it eat your baby?
He did not eat my baby, but a dingo is
he made the baby.
one of these.
He said one of these.
Does Marlon get a worse counter for that?
Yes, dude. Please, someone acknowledge it.
Oh.
He said he even shook it. Like, come on, we all know what that is.
What you mean?
You ain't gonna drag me in there. You ain't gonna drag me in there, would you? Anyways, let's briefly speak on our weeks so we can get into some games.
It was fine. Next.
Steve?
Played a lot of WoW. Did some of the new raid.
Boo.
Wait, go back to me.
Look at that. I got something to say. Like me. No.
We already moved on.
Can't go backwards, dude. He said, wait, I got something to go back to me. No.
This beer is terrible.
It's okay. It just doesn't taste
This
as
is
much.
just bland. It's literally like a fucking regular.
I wish I had my
What
cup
was
to
it?
drink out of, but someone took mine.
You know, I kind of just wish you didn't drink out of mine.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I got. So how was the new raid, Steve?
Pretty good. I didn't get all the bosses down, but I got some of them.
I can't do this. I'm going to leave. I am angry right now.
The old dragon mug. You're here, brother.
Why is he doing this, dude? Why is he doing that? Why'd you do that? Why didn't you just take the thing?
Why weren't you paying attention?
It's kind of hard to get all the bosses down when you're pugging every single fight.
When you
How many
what?
bosses?
Pug life, man.
Oh, yeah.
So is
Pug
it
life?
12 boss raid?
Do you think we'll ever play a game together again?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hot game.
It's gonna be Guild Wars.
Someone's gotta buy it.
It's
for
gonna
me.
be.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Knights of the Old Republic.
The first one's free.
What if that was
Guild Wars 2, you don't have to buy it. None. You just
First one's free.
Oh, you're talking about the original one?
I
No,
told
we
you guys that.
going back to that?
Guild Wars 2.
How
What are
many
you
ex-
saying?
How many expansions has it had?
It has 2.
But the original's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you told me. But when I said it, like, no one was listening to me last week.
Wait, I want to know what the MMO was that you said was good. Oh yeah, Fantasy Star. right?
Fantasy Star. Well, yeah, we might play Fantasy Star if it ever comes out to PC.
You ain't trying to get no Xbox?
Nope.
I got an Xbox.
Yeah, you playing that alone.
We ain't gonna play nothing together.
Cool one
We ain't
comes
gonna
out
play nothing
PC,
together.
and I'm
Huh?
like level 80, and you guys are level 1. I'll help you out.
You won't be little.
When are you ever like? Never mind. I don't even know which route I want to take from like one button macros to just straight up getting banned.
You gotta talk into the mic, man.
Oh.
Fuck it, I'll say it. What you talking about, man? You ain't gonna never be 80, and I'm gonna be level 1. That's it. Alright, anyways. I thought about going back to WoW. I thought long and hard about what MMO I was gonna play. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Honestly, after
I'll go
playing
back
a
to
little
Final
bit of
Fantasy.
Heroes today, seeing how strong Sylvanas was,
Oh my gosh.
oh, I was plugging people.
So you wanna go to WoW?
I didn't
You
say
play
that.
with her.
Oh, you just like playing
She
house?
fucked up the Lich King, man.
What you mean?
She did. She's strong right now.
What are you saying?
She.
Or you just want to go beat her up?
I want her to teach me
What do you want her to teach you?
Yeah.
how to be a bitch.
Mark.
Ooh. Wait. That's not what I meant.
That's the worst counter for yourself, honestly.
She was crazy though, right? But she was good. I mean, not good, but she was good at what she was doing, which was killing.
Tony, man, how's your week, dude?
It was good, man. Chinese New Year's is going on, or a bit of the Lunar New Year. I know all Asian people, celebrate it, not just
Right.
Chinese.
Right.
So yeah, work, celebrate that. My brother's birthday is also coming up, so we. took him out to
Oh,
eat.
happy birthday, Thomas! Happy
6th
birthday.
When is this dude ever
25th.
gonna be 7?
You know,
When is he ever gonna be 7?
I thought he was always 7.
No, he's 6.
I think we decided he was always 6, and then we decided to like give him a birthday one year. But now he's back to 6. I don't know what's gonna happen.
He's been 6 for the last 20 years, for all I'm concerned.
That was close,
Good times, dude.
but yeah, did that, and yeah, here I am. Oh, also played some Legend of Runeterra.
We'll talk about
What is that?
We'll let you and Josh talk about that later.
Yeah.
Do we get it later?
Were you on?
How much time do I get?
Like 3 minutes max.
I was gonna say 30 seconds.
What?
He said what?
I'll take 3. I'll take 3 minutes.
Don't worry, Josh. I'll get the majority of the time.
Well, Josh is very knowledgeable with this topic, man. He's been following this for a long time.
They were playing. I played a little bit. I think I got the feeling of the game, but we'll go in more to it when that section comes up.
Were you on Apex last night?
No.
Okay. Marlon,
Yeah.
how was your week? You just farted.
Approved. That was good.
It was good?
Mm-hmm. It was good.
Got some games?
No, I heard you weren't really around.
You heard?
Where were you?
Oh, yeah.
And what happened to the Duke?
I think he's over there.
Dookie J.
Oh, I just got back from PAX, man.
Yeah. How was that?
How was the weather?
It was okay. The weather the first day was like really shitty. It was like it was cold and rainy. It's like I was like I could have stayed home for this.
What was
He
the
said, "I can
best
stay
thing
with
you
you."
saw there?
Cosplay order.
What? Worse.
I didn't say
2.
anything. I didn't say anything.
Cosplay what?
So the cosplayers are dope, right, Tony?
It can be.
There was this one guy that was dressed like Cloud, and he had like the face makeup and everything too. His was pretty good. A lot of people were getting pictures of him. I was not one of them, but
See?
You said with her.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
I don't think I did. But I don't know.
Anyways, dude, the cosplayers is like, dude, you gotta like give it up for the cosplayers, man.
Some of them had some suggestive stuff they were wearing.
But all of them always do.
Very provocative.
Like what? Josh wants to know.
There was a Morgana walking around. I thought it was a bodysuit, but I'm not so sure.
It's just body paint.
Rut-row, raggy.
I'm gonna set that there.
Yikes. Cool. Morgana's cool. I heard she was cool.
Cool.
Cool. So, but for the most part, it was dope.
It was pretty laid back. I mean, since a lot of the big name games that were coming out got pushed back, it wasn't like really like a whole lot of.
Did you get to do some of the demos though? Like, I mean, the Final Fantasy demo's been out for a little bit. You get to try that out at all?
I didn't see that there.
So what was the top thing there? What had the longest line?
The longest line there. None of the games were like really new though. Like the Brawl, what was it, Brawlhalla? They had that game there where you can get some free stuff if you get stocks off of the developers that are playing. So you play them 1-on-1, and based on how many times you kill them, you get shirts. And
They're really pushing that game, man.
They've been pushing that game for a while.
Yeah.
I remember where that game was out like 3 years ago when I went to PAX East.
Remember when Vainglory was at every single show?
Yeah.
that one was there.
Vainglory,
That was
Vainglory was there too?
no Vainglory wasn't
I
there.
would be like, damn, still at it.
They did have a Streets of Rage 4 demo there.
Oh, that sounds legit.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Streets of Rage.
What
What was your highlight? Like, top moments.
Did you see Mike Shinoda?
No, I didn't see Mike Shinoda,
No.
but I also wasn't looking for him, so he might have been there. My top moment
What kind of logic
was
is that?
like some of like the side things, like the raffles. Some of those were good. I got that near game there.
Your Automata? Yeah.
Yeah, let me know how that is.
My brother really likes it. Yeah. You would probably like it because it's more of the hack and slash action game, kind of like Devil May Cry.
You like hack and slash action games like Devil May Cry?
I do.
Very cool.
Later, did you guys see that? I asked about this earlier, but did you see that Babylon's Fall trailer?
I did. Babylon's Fall.
That looks
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Straight. I might have to watch that teaser. Came out like a week ago or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's very Devil May Cry-ish.
You like Devil May Cry?
Yeah. 2 is the best one.
You said Devil's Fall, right?
Babylon's Fall. It's made by Square Enix and is it
Platinum?
Platinum? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But what happened to Marvel Avengers?
Delayed.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
till
Talking about Square Enix game, man.
September?
Square Enix is really starting to just
September, right?
make me mad. Was it September?
I don't remember the date.
Maybe we want to watch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Throw it up
we'll,
there.
we'll pop this in.
Oh, this is not the right. Is this the right one? This one came out December 10th.
Oh.
I think there was a January.
Man, you gotta get the real one. Don't get that Peggy shit.
There was a
Maybe Lions
January
Fall.
10th one.
I want the rated E, rated
This
T,
one?
rated M.
3D announcement?
Rated T.
No.
Don't give me no
Was it-
Peggy
was it
bullshit.
January
Ready T.
January 11th.
20.
Oh, no, that's wrong year.
I think the longest line there was for Secret Neighbor though. Like
Oh, really? My brother was
Keys
like, wanted to play that. I was like,
everyone was like that line was just like wrapped around like the middle area.
Secret Neighbor. What the heck is that? Wasn't there already a Neighbor game?
Hello Neighbor.
You're a liar.
I'm not lying. Look it up.
You are a liar.
I'm not.
Okay. I want to go to PAX, dude. I'm gonna try to go to PAX next year, dude.
You don't want to
Why
go
not
to
this year?
yeah. You don't want to go to West this year.
Isn't East like next month?
yeah, but tickets are probably like.
$500
I mean, you probably won't get a 3-day pass or a 4-day pass.
for $500.
Probably. I mean, you can probably buy single days individually, but.
Oh, some dude did get shot down there. Not at the convention center, but actually a couple people did. It was in a club.
Did you do any sightseeing out there
It's,
besides?
I got a
that
review.
now?
When I send it to you.
Yeah.
Got a lot of sightseeing, huh?
Oh.
Where was it at?
Throw it
Houston.
in here.
San Antonio.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Houston, Atlanta,
No,
Vegas.
I went down on the Riverwalk and checked out a few things there.
Nice.
I got suckered into watching this guy's timeshare thing.
Who'd you get suckered into by women with? By
What they offer you?
I wanted to see what they were gonna say, but I'll play after this.
this made with Unreal Engine 4, dude?
What kind of game is this?
Let's see. Right here.
I like how the second just flies around.
This is what Final Fantasy 15 is supposed to be.
Yeah, he like literally has like little shadows in his sword.
That's sick. Hey, he rolled him like
Worth?
3.
what?
All for a record, boy. You gotta get 7, 8.
Well, that was sick.
Hey,
That sword.
that was sweet.
It's up to 4 players.
More information next summer. So, what is coming out?
It's very.
It's like early
I
stages.
think it's very
Yeah.
early, but I just thought the trailer was kind of cool when, like, for Devil May Cry type, you know,
I mean, if it's from
God of War type
if it's
games.
with Square Enix and Platinum, you know, Platinum makes really good
What does
action.
Platinum make?
Like they did, what was it? What's that one? Astral Chain.
Yeah, it looked like Astral Chain. It just didn't look as good as Astral Chain.
And
I
then
play that game.
so they also do a lot of like the other like hack and slash ones. I forgot. That's usually really good, but with that, and then you're putting in Square Enix, they probably have like a good type of skill tree kind of going on.
Good story.
Hopefully, a good story. Yeah. So
I did get everyone a little something from Tex.
Oh, we got gifts!
Oh, snap. Which means mine's about to be like a joke or something.
Yo, you get him a keychain?
It's not a keychain. I tried to get everyone a different kind of lanyard.
nice.
Hey, no matter what, man, I appreciate it.
Yours may be pink,
It's
man.
like, it's like
This one for Tony.
it's like before I'm pissed off, I just watch
I'm
it.
at the Flash.
Of course. I mean, cool.
Flash, man.
Steve, they didn't have like a pack of gum there.
So they didn't have a pack of gum. Sorry, Steve, they didn't have a pack of gum. No.
So they also didn't have any World War champions either for some reason. But
Dang, no
I know you did play this game, so I got you a Zelda one.
Oh man.
Chick nasty.
Lego.
Everybody likes Zelda.
That's true.
Josh.
I love Zelda.
You right in there, though?
I like the bag, man. This is a slick bag.
The bag is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I
bag.
got Josh an Overwatch one.
You like Overwatch, Josh?
It's okay.
And Mark,
Oh, here it comes.
Okay.
I just want to say thanks, man.
ready for the Hello Kitty?
Is it Hello Kitty Adventure Island?
Got you the Heroes one, man.
Yeah! Ooh!
He didn't mess with you.
Huh? Dude, hots, man.
Thanks, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks,
it.
man.
Thanks, Marlon.
Nazeba, my boy Nazeba, right there in the front.
Give it back.
He's back. Why?
I'm just gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it. I didn't realize he was on there.
Nazeebo's the best character in the game, dude. Come on, man. Come on, don't do it to him, dude.
He's not.
Hey, thanks, man. Look, you upset because I told you Nazebo's in the front. You want me to? Look, somebody else is on there too. Look, Nova's on there. See? Okay.
Why does it say Harry Potter on the back?
It does.
Does it really? Because you like Harry Potter too.
Yeah, I love Harry Potter, man.
What's your favorite movie?
Which one?
Yeah.
I like the Goblet of Fire, you know?
Yeah, me too. I was jacked up.
People
dude.
be dying and
Yeah,
shit.
that's when it started getting good. And
They
were kids,
actually-
shit's trash.
They actually did have like a pretty big Overwatch area there.
Overwatch
Like,
2?
No, they were doing like Overwatch tournaments.
Oh.
Forgot about Overwatch too.
Overwatch
I
DLC.
played that shit.
Quick
Come on,
question.
man. We
Oh wait,
gotta-
we get the old characters, right?
Yeah.
Quick question, and then we're kind of talking about Overwatch and Blizzard and stuff. Did you see Blizzard's announcement that they went to YouTube as like their solo like streaming partner?
Really?
I've been hearing some like rumblings about YouTube like kind of diving into that.
Well,
What's up with that?
Well, YouTube's definitely like a lot of the 100T people, or like the 100 Thieves, Nade Shots team got like some exclusive partnerships
Okay.
for streaming. So there's been a couple. YouTube's definitely picked up some big Twitch streamers and gave them
YouTube's
a
trying
contract.
to. Yeah, they're trying to. They're trying to.
The only thing is like first of all YouTube. I feel in the future with Overwatch being as big as it is, like for tournaments and stuff, and like the Overwatch League, and you know just Blizzard tournaments in general. Do you think that YouTube will try and monetize that like the NFL does, where you have to buy the NFL pass, and instead it's gonna be like an Overwatch League pass, and just like make you pay to watch streams, specific streams for like leagues and stuff?
They might. I don't think they'll do like in a pass that way. They might combine it with their already like their
Like YouTube Red, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
YouTube is like by picking up Blizzard and them having like leagues and stuff like that, that are streamed on like ESPN sometimes and whatever. I feel like YouTube is gonna monetize that and make you pay extra now to watch esports tournaments.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna have to Google like free streams,
Free streams for Overwatch.
free Overwatch streams from some guy named Darnell.
It's just interesting to think about like.
How's that out of? That was rude. Dude. I know.
Hey man, I
somebody named Darnell.
appreciate
They're cool.
I appreciate Darnell and
Yeah.
Thanks,
guess I could-
Darnell, for helping me out with my streaming services.
I can see them doing that, but I think it would be a bad like move. I think they would do better, or they would make more money just like figuring out a way to like work commercials into that. Like be like,
Yeah, more.
it's like,
advertisement.
you're gonna have to run an ad here. Like you have to run an ad. And it's gonna be like it's not an ad you can like skip or anything like that. It's like part of the stream. It's like there's an ad, like kind of like if you were watching TV or something like that.
I just feel like that is something YouTube is going to do. Maybe not now, but as they pick up these leagues and like have like streaming rights to like a lot of these things, I can see YouTube personally being like the one saying like no.
Well, they wouldn't. Like they rolled out with that YouTube Red, and I don't know about y'all, but I killed it. I was like, that's stupid. And then now I know like tons of people who subscribe to it, and I'm just like, what? So, do they really have anything to lose if they did decide to go like roll out with that? Probably not, right? Do they lose business if they decide to try to monetize that?
And like you got to think like, I mean, was Blizzard gonna care, because they obviously are getting paid to let them be their exclusive streaming partner, right? So
yeah,
obviously Google's paying them for their streams.
I don't know. I mean, you probably would want a lot of viewers, so like that could turn. Like, they probably would have to be like, oh, if they do it and then they get like shit viewers, then they'll probably have to change it.
I don't know, man.
But
I feel like
because I know for like the world first races for like the raids and like BlizzCon and stuff like that, they get a lot of views. I know for like world first raids, they were like WoW was like over like 1 million viewers.
Yeah.
I still think like Activision is putting a little too much pressure on Blizzard right now and making it more about the money than
That's what they always been about.
Yeah, they have. Activision's
than the quality.
What do they make?
Call of Duty.
I mean, I know that, but what else did they make? Did they make anything good before I call them trash?
Disappointment.
They're trash, dude.
I think Call of Duty is like their main thing for
I
like
said-
actual
I
Activision.
said Tony Hawk. I think they
I
made
said
Tony
disappointments.
Hawk.
Spider-Man.
Disappointments.
Oh,
Whole
yeah.
games.
But I know like
Old
Candy
Spider-Man, yeah.
isn't it Candy Crush part of their big underneath their
Fuck
thing?
Candy Crush.
So it's like a different like company, but it's like part of Activision.
It's just
What is it really for
Yeah.
real? Oh, you were lying. Okay.
it's just interesting that like Twitch, YouTube, and
Mhm.
Mixer are like picking,
Yeah.
competing, and
There's
picking up
contracts
things.
now.
It's
That-
good. It's good for the people and like
Yeah.
the people that stream and like
Yeah.
They're making
want to make
now.
money and stuff like that. But I don't know, like by having a company be under that kind of umbrella is just a little.
Why couldn't Blizzard just do it themselves? You know?
Oh yeah, they did have like a really big mixer section there too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Like that was probably the second biggest thing there.
But I don't know. I just don't think a company should
Yeah.
put themselves up to just
YouTube-
one streaming service personally, but because that means like everything Blizzard does now is going to be on YouTube, so
Yeah.
like no more world first things on Twitch. You know,
Technically, yeah, there could still be, because it's not like Blizzard that hosts it. It's like Method, the guild Method actually like does it. So it's like their
as long as
thing.
they're streaming, but any
Yeah.
Blizzard like because like isn't,
So like
isn't
the
Like
isn't
BlizzCon and stuff,
the one I'm
probably.
talking about is the like the
Arena,
the arenas and the
Mythic Plus.
Mythic Plus runs or whatever.
Yeah. So those ones would be, because those are actually like hosted by WoW or Blizzard.
So a lot of people will say, well, it's the same thing. It's just a different link, right? But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, so far to me, that's what it is. It's same thing, different link. You know, until like we're gonna get charged for it, or we
Yeah.
gotta like pay for it. Then yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna figure out a way, but I guess what I'm saying is, it's kind of like Disney Plus in the sense where they had their whole rollout right for their streaming service, but do they really lose anything if they lost viewers in the first month or so?
No.
You know what I mean? Because they didn't really put anything into it. That's all their stuff, right? So what I'm saying is, if we go back to what you were saying in the beginning, like just tie it in with YouTube Red, and I'm assuming they're doing well. You know, I don't know how well they're doing, but just going from based off like my experience and trashing it in the beginning, and then now like there's a lot of people that
Well, I guess
subscribe.
Blizzard probably wouldn't lose anything, but YouTube could.
Well, that's what I was
Because-
saying. I was like, Blizzard's getting paid.
Yeah, they're
No
getting
matter
they have
what.
like a contract,
Right.
so they're getting paid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it just Blizzard pays them, and then Blizzard gets paid?
I'm saying more from a viewer's perspective. Like, are they
Okay.
losing out rather?
I was talking from a business perspective, because if you roll it out, you make that deal with Blizzard, then you roll it out on your YouTube Red service. So people who already have YouTube Red have that service. They're not gonna, unsubscribe because like, well, I don't want to watch streams, and then just like give up their, like, I'm saying, is it just smarter?
I'm saying YouTube could like lose because they're gonna have to pay Blizzard a chunk of money to be like exclusive on them. So if they don't like make that money back, then they could. If they're not getting more subscribers.
But like it's the same thing. Like
fuck them late.
Right. They could lose out on the business.
But like I think businesses who charge for things, like depending on like what they charge, don't care if they lose viewers because the amount of subscribers they get makes them more money in the
That's
long
what I'm
run.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you already have your YouTube Red people, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're only gonna gain people if you make
Right.
the streaming thing exclusive. So
Mm-hmm.
you're only gonna
They're gonna gain a few people, but
Yeah.
like as a viewer, I'm saying, are we losing out because
Oh, yeah, for
like
sure.
YouTube picked them
If I'm
up?
paying for anything, I look at content, man. What am I getting with this? You know. I get YouTube Red. I get the same shit. Well, other than the turning off the phone thing with the music still playing. I am kind of jealous about that because I just realized. You ever like go into your likes on YouTube and see some like old shit that you like liked from like years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Mark from 2014 had great taste.
What's one of the things you liked on there?
I'll show you after the show.
Wow. We need a soundboard for that the little cat from Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, yo, that's some great songs on there. Anyway,
I just wanted to ask.
no, I got you. Yeah. I think to be honest with you, a lot of those businesses are just trying to figure it out like we are. They don't have it all figured out. They're all moving. There's moving pieces everywhere. Apple Music and
It's a new
Spotify.
market. I mean, it's a
Streaming, podcasting, all that shit is new.
it's a tough market
Constantly
to
evolving.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard to predict.
Yeah, I just feel like in esports in general, they try to be like professional sports too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
They don't want me on that
let's,
stage.
cause let's like
No, dude, because you're gonna tell everyone to suck your dick. You can't. You tell
Like,
everyone
yeah,
to suck
I'm
your
the
dick.
best. Suck my dick.
Like
I would never do that.
it's just such a hard market because like remember we were talking about how we thought Netflix would possibly go out. or
Netflix
whatever.
is out of here.
Actually, it's been doing very well.
Yeah, they've been
Like,
putting out
I- like,
content
they've put out-
nobody's business. Dude.
like,
I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely watched a few
I don't know.
shows like
Me too.
Like-
Me too.
Like I looked about like the end of the year what they were saying. So like I forgot. I
I've
think it's
definitely
like
watched a lot
Comcast.
more shows than Netflix and Disney.
Like
Plus.
Comcast
Yeah, me
released
too.
like what their bandwidth was using, and they were showing like what people were using. Like it's like YouTube's bandwidth took like I don't know like a certain percentage of.
That shit is trash, dude.
Yeah, I looked into that actually.
Yeah,
but
me too. Shit's trash.
Temtem?
Yeah, it's
It's
a
like
MMO.
It's
what
an
a Pokemon.
MMO
Yeah.
trying to be Pokemon,
Yeah.
and I
Some
think
people
it's
were saying it
trash.
was good.
Oh, no.
I like to do it. But anyways, they were looking
I
at the
ain't playing no
bandwidth
damn
of what was being
Tamagotchis.
used the most in America. It was like YouTube, as popular as YouTube is,
Mm-hmm.
it was like 12%, and then like Internet Explorer, like 5%.
People use Internet
Whatever,
Explorer.
no,
Get the
just not-
fuck
not
out of
Internet.
here.
What do you mean, just using basic internet?
Use Internet Explorer. Go to
Like
hell.
Hulu,
Wow.
like, and then
You're talking Chromecast.
yeah,
Explorer,
just
them.
all the internet-based stuff.
Wait, so they can't see what websites people.
No,
are
they're just basing off of like
Well, if
what
you watch
people
the,
usage.
if you
Alright,
watch the
cool.
graphics over
Yeah.
the last 10 years, like Yahoo was like a huge one, like in the beginning, like because everybody's homepage was like Yahoo, like when the internet was first getting started, and then like you see like Facebook, and then you see YouTube.
Yeah, like Facebook was also
and
on there
you'll
as like one
like,
of the like.
it's
bandwidth
interesting to
used.
watch if you like kind of watch it in the flow, like Yahoo's like, and then Yahoo shrinks down a
Use your
lot.
dongle.
Like, I think like in the bandwidth one they're saying like Facebook and YouTube were like around 12 to 15%, and then that was
Guild
the
Wars too, dude.
That's not even true.
that was like even
It's
then
literally not even
Netflix
true.
was like 32% bandwidth use
Really?
out of
Ugh.
I can see that.
I can see that though.
Because
Because
people-
like
Worse, dude.
People be leaving
streaming
that shit
videos
on, dude.
takes up
Are
so
you
much
still
more
there?
bandwidth.
Yeah, are you still there? No. Yeah.
so like
Oh,
and
you
Netflix
fool.
was
You
making
watched
a
7
comeback.
episodes in a row. You still there? Yeah.
yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to
I
play
got-
number
I
8.
got-
I
I got a few more to go, man. Come on. Yeah, I'm still here.
Next, I'm still here. Yeah. When the kids go to bed, I notice that we turn on the Netflix. But I did watch.
Netflix does come out with like new
Netflix?
shows like almost every week
serious?
too. So
No,
No, what'd you say?
I said and.
You turn on the Netflix?
And?
Yeah, turn on Netflix.
And?
Netflix.
You said when the kids go to bed, you turn on Netflix and?
Turn on Netflix.
And he chills.
Worse.
There it is. First counter for Josh, though.
Yes!
Josh is up there, too. On the board. No, that'd be a great invention, though. I might come up with that, honestly. You want to talk about get-rich-quick schemes.
Hey, Steve, can you go to... Let's see if the domain is taken.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Anyways.
Worst.
How? It's just doing a finger roll.
Is that your...
Jesus, dude.
What? Is that your logo?
That's not what you're doing before.
Your logo? Your finger?
Yeah, that's the logo.
Your finger
You saw you like, you just get home from work. Except it'd be different fingers and stuff, obviously, because, you know,
No, don't explain.
already sick of Disney Plus. Really? Why?
It's nothing new, man.
Nothing new.
Touch me again.
Yeah, because Netflix has like new like shows or new like every week. They
I
got,
tried
like,
watching that National Geographic shit. What's the dude that was?
Jeff Goldblum?
No, the dude that mentored with Steve Irwin.
Yeah, that's all you meant.
I looked at him because you know you. The dude, the kid was like, Russell something. I don't know, but he was going through the desert looking at a bunch of snakes. Man, I couldn't do it. At least was into it though. We changed it.
It wasn't like the guy with the brown hair,
Oh,
was
it's
it?
got a worse guy.
No, it's the guy who jumped into the water looking for a big old snake. It was crazy. He could not
At least
pay me
like that
enough,
show.
dude.
Was he like...
I came home one day and she was watching it. I was like, "Really, you liked it?" She's like, I need to see what's going on." I was like, "This show is trash."
Don't knock it until you watch it, man.
I watched it. I tried it.
No, you
It
didn't.
was trash.
And then he knocked it.
I better watch this because Marlon gonna say, "Don't knock it till you try it." I tried it, man. Yo, that shit was trash. How you go to the desert looking? How many snakes you gonna find? You was checking them off like you was gonna find every single one of them. No, damn well you didn't
It
find all
wasn't
of them.
Bear Grylls, was it?
No.
Mm.
No. I don't know the guy's name. I don't really care anymore either. Why are you already sick of Disney Plus, poor Ian?
Are you,
don't
still
like Marvel?
are you still subscribed?
Yeah, are you still subscribed? You got kids?
You got bad taste. You said
Yeah.
you said
Got a bunch of
you
questions.
rather play Temtem over Guild Wars 2? What?
Speaking of Pokemon knockoffs, what's up with that Mewtwo Evolution movie? That remake
Oh,
of
the
Pokemon.
remake.
Mewtwo Strikes Back?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, Mewtwo Strikes Back.
If it doesn't have a
Is it-
sweet soundtrack, I'm not in, dude.
What? What does that even mean?
Because Pokemon 2000 had a sweet soundtrack?
No, Pokemon first movie had a whole bunch of people on the soundtrack.
Oh, was that the first movie?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
first
Yeah, it
movie
was,
that
it
is a
was,
remake.
yeah.
It's not 2000.
Yeah, it's not 2000. 2000. Wait, the first movie was with Lugia, right?
No, the first
Mewtwo.
movie was with Mewtwo.
Okay, so 2000 is with Lugia.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, 2000 was better.
and then they had the Entei one.
They had the what?
The
He said hentai.
He said hentai.
Entei.
You heard that?
He said
You heard that too?
I heard
Okay, that's a worse too.
He said, then they had the hentai. You nasty. You nasty, man.
Ooh, you caught him slipping. Oh.
He said, "Boop, boop, 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 boop."
That's the worst counter for both of you.
Why? That's you slipping. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's you on the ice.
Honestly, I would just give it to Mark.
What?
Yeah, baby, yeah. What do you have,
I started watching Star Wars Clone Wars. Oh,
The season's
yeah.
coming out.
Yeah, it is.
last
Dude, you see
season?
that trailer? Yeah, it's going to be the last one. The
last
last one was
season.
to be the last one, but this is the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, you see what I
He
did?
said no kids.
No kids.
Is that another one?
At least that.
Yeah,
Worst counter,
no,
Mark.
no,
You watching
no,
this?
another
Hey,
one?
can we see who's
You about to get in trouble when you get home. Make sure you leave the mic on so I can hear it. Shit, you were about to mute the mic earlier
yeah, I
today.
was muting the mic earlier, yeah. I was like, man, you always bother me when I'm trying to play video games. She said, what? I was like, let me mute this. And, Marlon got super quiet because he was waiting. He's like, oh, you about to get in trouble for real.
You hear Jeff though? Yo, it was getting rowdy over
Yeah,
there.
it was getting real over there, though.
Woo. I'm
I have his volume set to 1.
not gonna repeat some of the stuff that was said, but damn.
Hey, whose worse is that? Josh's, right? That's what I'm talking about.
You're the ogre.
Yeah.
No, you the ogre.
He said, "You the ogre, Shrek
He
with
said,
the mother."
Steve came at me, dude. He said, no, that's yours. You the ogre. No, you the ogre. Ain't no damn ogre.
You got your bottom jaw stuck out like this.
No, I don't.
Ready for work. Ready for work. Oh yeah, okay. Go and give it a try.
I wouldn't be one of the peons. I'll tell you what, I either be dead or I'll be one of the generals. 'Cause I ain't building no buildings for nobody. I ain't carrying no wood. I ain't carrying no rocks.
And you're dead. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be dead, man. Hey, I need you to go over there and mine that ore. I'm like, you come with me?
You got a bunch of.
Let's do it. Come on, come get me.
He said, "No, motherfucker, you doing this for the horde." He said, "Nah, I ain't really about it."
Job
He
done.
pulls out the axe. Last chance.
Can I get a weapon? Have I had training?
You got that axe to cut that wood.
You got a.
Man, give me the pickaxe, man. I'll cut it. Man, give me here. I'll take it. Yeah. I know ogre though, Steve. Anyway.
Your work's kind of right. Marlon was like the fish head or
Yeah,
whatever.
'cause he. What?
Big oof.
Is that Josh's?
What?
He does have one, right?
That's like some fat-headed dude with a beard.
I got a beard, man.
I mean, like you always have like something. Like you shave it off and it instantly starts like right off the bat.
He said, yeah, this looks good.
like the Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's a great movie, man. I'm mad that I didn't get to watch that. I'm mad that I didn't watch that. I'm mad that I didn't watch Christmas Story.
But you
That was
watched
fun.
Aladdin?
Yeah, I watched that. Great movie.
Did you guys get to watch Bad Boys?
I did.
No.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want. It started off slow, but it was it was pretty funny in the end.
Who was funnier?
What do you think, Steve?
Wait, no, hold on. You guys have to answer at the same time. Ready?
Hold up.
3.
Hold up. Wait.
You have to think about it? You gotta think about it too? Oh, wow, it's hard. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Which joke?
Are you ready,
laughed the
Steve?
most?
No, I don't know.
What? Come on,
Just say
Steve.
whichever one. Doesn't matter.
Whatever first comes to your mind. 3, 2, 1.
Martin.
Well,
First off, Martin's funnier than Will.
Yeah, if you this one I think he got him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you? No, never mind. All right, cool. Do you just like generally? Do you like Martin the show over Fresh Prince?
No.
But you thought Martin was funnier in the movie?
Yes.
Wow.
I could see some things that happened to Martin were more funny, like with his car.
The car thing was funny.
Yeah.
The
They were
thing
driving
on the,
away, and there's a big dent in it, and they're like, he's like, your wife's gonna kill you.
the part with the plane. You remember that part towards the end?
Yeah, I was like, you watch that movie, Mark? Watch that.
You know, I give it a 7.
Really?
It's about a 7.
A 7?
7.5.
It's about a 7.
What'd you give Joker?
A 2.
What did I give it? Wasn't it like an 8?
You gave it like an 11, I think.
No, that's not true. But I mean, it was pretty good. It's probably like an 8.
Joker?
Mm.
So Joker is better than Bad Boys.
They're different genres. So
No. If you go to the movies with your girl, you get some popcorn, right?
I did.
You got 2 drinks.
I did.
Which movie are you seeing?
Joker or Bad Boys?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch both.
What mood
Double
are you
feature.
in right now? Because that's what I'm rolling with.
Which movie am I in right now?
What mood are you in? What movie will you see?
What
mood are you in
mood?
right now?
What movie would you
in
see
the
first?
theater?
What movie would I see first, or did I see first?
What movie would you see first?
Gun to the head right now.
You know it's Joker. You know it's Joker. That's why I gave it an 8.
What movie would you go to
You got
right
popcorn.
now?
What drink did you get?
Cherry
Soda?
Coke,
Cherry
or
Coke?
cherry Pepsi, I think.
All right, so
A
you got
Mountain Dew
popcorn,
Freezy?
you got cherry Pepsi, and then you got the movie. What is it?
Also has Sour Patch Kids.
All right.
I don't care about the candy. Man.
Well, you
All right,
you
got the
described
popcorn,
everything
You got
else.
the popcorn, you got the damn pop, and you got the cherry the Patch Kids. What movie? Man?
I also had cookie dough bites.
All right. Do you get anything else?
I don't know. Repeat that back to me, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah, we're done here. Yes, rest in peace.
Yeah, we said that earlier.
But I would probably pick, if I had to pick which one I would watch first,
Yes.
I would pick Bad Boys.
See, all right, that's all I need to know.
But
no, man, no, it's over.
Joker came out first, and it was a good movie.
Hey, Mark, what are you doing next week, man? Want to watch Bad Boys?
Bad Boys?
Yeah, gotta go to-
I'm going to DC.
Oh, you going to DC?
Geico?
Sure. You got a ticket? Actually, I got to ask. What did I just tell you? What did I just tell you, dude?
What do you mean?
Why you gotta make me out to be the bad guy? Huh? You make me do the things that I do, dude. I just want to let you know that.
Am I making way for you because you're the bad guy? You fucking troll.
No, you the troll, dude.
Yeah, he's an ogre.
He's an ogre. Job's done.
Yeah, no, he's about to go berserk.
Whoa, Jesus. Do we ever rate this beer?
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
6.
What's up? No.
For those of you guys that missed it,
5%.
I got Mac Bent's legendary Dragon Brew mug.
Why are you doing this? Why are you drinking it like that?
Since Sane's in the chat, why don't you tell us what you think of Kakarot?
Yo, that game is straight.
Trash.
Hey, can we get a worst counter in the chat, please? For the chat.
You guys are just a collective group, so one of y'all go out of line. All of
Everybody else
y'all.
step out of line. Everybody get a
Well,
point.
no. I think that's what he's saying. I think he's saying the game is bitch lasagna.
First off, dude,
Yeah.
What is a...
what's a big lasagna? No, I think you spelled lasagna right? But you definitely spelled bitch wrong.
Well, I mean, some people do that just in case there is like a profanity filter.
It's not though, is it?
I usually just put a space.
The
in there.
professional trolls online know how to get around it.
Yeah, you put a space in there so it looks the
Does it-
same.
Is ours filtered?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Let me
I
see.
saw some cuss words there before. Didn't
Nah,
I
man,
say
we
ass?
embrace the trolls, dude. Say what you want.
Kakarot was great. No, it starts out slow, but we all know the Dragon Ball Z story.
No,
so.
we don't have a filter.
Oh, all right, cool, Steve. Thanks. He's a man.
Well, I mean, if you
Oh yeah.
I knew it. Yeah. I was like, I swear somebody be cussing up in there, dude. It's all right, dude.
Have
It
you?
started out slow, but now that I'm getting into it and they're showing the variety and the options you have in the game, I can't wait to get to Planet Namek and wreak all kinds of havoc for Frieza.
Are you excited?
Do you want to get started?
That's all I got. Next.
I mean, how's
So
the combat
if you had to
system?
pick
Is it like
two
Combat system is
strengths,
pretty, huh?
if you had to pick two strengths for the game, what does it really do? Right?
2 strengths. Why 2?
Because there's more than one.
2 strengths. I like the graphics a lot, actually.
Do you like
the free roaming.
the episodic, like how they like transition between?
I was talking to Marlon on chat a little bit yesterday, and I was just like bitching up a storm about it because it starts out really slow.
I told him to take the shit back.
The Saiyan saga and Raditz coming, and they just like really like drug out that whole.
Do you get to the part where Krillin has a sword to Vegeta's back
Yeah,
when he's like crawling back into his ship?
yeah. I hate Goku, man. I really do. But anyways, I guess you can't hate him too much because if he didn't do the things that he did, and some of the other characters would have just killed some of these bad guys outright, we wouldn't have the great show we have now. But damn, Goku's a punk, dude. Punk. Anyways, it's actually picking up.
I don't think you can say that, man.
I can't say
Goku.
Okay, no, he's not a punk.
Goku.
He's not a punk.
Because some of the stuff that he did later.
I know. Well,
I don't know, man. Ultra Instinct was pretty OP.
Yeah, you can't call him a punk then, man. You can't call him a punk.
you can't call him a punk because he saved the freaking world. But
multiple times.
But if you think about it, if he would have just killed the people that threatened Earth anyway, would he have to have saved the world so many times?
Like Frieza? I don't know. They all kind of play their part in the
Yeah, I mean,
end.
Frieza
like,
technically came back.
Frieza came back in the tournament, helped them out a little bit.
The real MVP.
Vegeta.
I mean, is he the reason why all the people are coming to Earth?
Android 17. Real MVP.
We have not talked about Legends of Runeterra
We have
yet.
not talked about Legends of Rooney Tooney yet.
Legends of Rooney Tooney. Anyways, I like the graphics a lot and the story. Now that the story's picking up and you unlock the different elements of like how they tell the story, the saga, the different sagas. Like there's a intermission mode in between each saga where you can just like free roam the entire like map. I think that's pretty dope. And you can pick up anybody. Like I can go pick up Krillin. Early stages was Gohan because everybody else was dead. So like I was Gohan. I went to Kami's house and picked up Krillin. And you can just like roam and train and shit with.
Is Chi-Chi in there? Does she not let him train?
Chi-Chi's in there, but all she does is cook. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, so
she's in there making and cooking up delicious sandwiches.
Why you shaking your hand like that? Delicious sandwiches. Why did you say it like that, dude?
Okay, so you like the graphics, you like Chi-Chi. What do you think the game could do better?
The fighting system. Well,
I just asked if you said it was good, and you said it was pretty good.
Is it similar to like Budokai and stuff like that?
Budokai Tenkaichi, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a hard pass.
Except a little more simpler, honestly.
Oh, that's a real hard pass for me.
Yeah.
So like we just talking like tapping square or X and that's it. Like what was that Final Fantasy? Which one was it with Snow? Was that
13, yeah.
Yeah, where you just you hit auto and it beats the game for you.
You can't. There's no auto, but yeah.
Yeah, you just keep hitting X.
Well, no, square or one button is like your physical attacks, and then
do you have to defeat him with the move that they use to defeat him in the show?
I don't know if there's like Easter egg things or not. Probably not. This is like all just the complete story.
Do they have the side stories in there too, like coolers and shit?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I don't know, man. It's looking like a hard pass right now.
It's not like something. To be honest with you, it's not something that you would pick up. It's a brand new.
Oh, your game
Dragon
you
Ball
look
Z
forward
game.
to.
AAA title.
Yeah. No.
What would you rate it now? One out of 10.
Well, I still want to know what else you would. So you said the combat system. Is there anything else?
I was gonna say like the way they tell the story, but now that I'm getting deeper into the game, I'm fine with how they line up the sagas and what they do. Like I think the intermission thing kind of saves it for me because I like the free roam stuff. It was way too linear, but because we already know what the story is, I was gonna get so mad if it was just like because they classify it as like an RPG, and I like my RPGs to be non-linear. That's it. So
you said a 6 or a 5?
I said 7.
All right, so don't pick this game up.
Jesus. Anyways, dude, why you gotta hate so much, man?
I have a lot of hate in my heart and a lot of dragon mead in my belly.
Yeah, you do. Ready?
What are we talking
Actually, stop drinking out of my stuff.
55.
55? Okay.
How's that Mafarglager taste?
Almost choked on my.
Let me tell you what Mafarglager really means.
He's been waiting for this one day.
Yeah.
Let me know.
I've been waiting.
It's
I've been
all-
waiting for the day I could tell you what it really means.
This has
man.
been a plan that was set in motion back in 7th grade when I was 12 years old for this exact moment in time where you would
I'm gonna get Mark a drink out of my glass. What are you talking about, man? No, I'm pissed though, dude. All right, let's talk about Rooney Tooney, dude.
Rooney Tooney, Looney Tooney. Oh, you got 3 minutes. Make it good.
What's so good about this game?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
let's get a new beer first.
Okay, so this is gonna cut into your Rooney Tooney time.
Well, that's it. That's it.
Fucking Looney Tunes shit.
Ooh, Mocha Vanilla Butts.
What?
Buzz.
Vanilla Butts?
It does.
That's what I said, Mocha Vanilla. You nasty, Steve.
Do you like mocha butts or vanilla
Steve
butts?
like Vanilla Butts, yo.
You like vanilla butts, Steve?
Yo, Steve like Vanilla Butts. You know why, right? Actually, he might like chocolate butts, too.
Steve, you like chocolate butts?
I like all kind of butts.
You like banana butts?
Wait, what was that supposed to mean?
It's fruit.
Notice Tony took instant offense.
I'm talking about bananas. What you talking about?
Don't pour it. You
Why are you
pour it
talking
all
about
the
bananas?
drink.
Mark, you're the one that likes bananas. I mean, come on.
I like the fruit bananas.
That's way too much. That's way too much.
Yeah.
Use
I
it.
just spill it all over the
Yeah.
Oh!
Face napkins.
You got all
Napkins.
kinds of mess over there, but it's still not worse than Marlon's.
What you say to me?
You got all kinds of crumb action over there.
You got like hot sauce and shit all over his side.
This is where you were sitting, you piece of shit.
There's the hot sauce.
Yeah. All kinds of hot sauce on the table.
I was blindfolded, man. I couldn't see.
Whoa, nice, vibrant yellow color. What did I do? You won't be happy till I break your toes. Huh?
What do you mean? I like that
Be
cup,
mad
by the
you
way.
gonna You gonna go home? Whoa! You see all that dark stuff that just went into my stuff?
Yeah, it says Mafar logo. That is
Wanna switch?
fantastic. Nah, this one's good.
Yeah. Stop talking.
Hey, what you think of my socks, man?
This tastes better.
It tastes good.
BB-8?
Claptrap?
Oh,
It was like
claptrap.
claptrap?
You're all right. Stop drinking out of my glass. Do you have to stick your tongue out, though? Dude, you're so nasty, dude. Yo,
Every
I'll take
time
my
you-
shit home and wash it 8 times, dude. He said. What is wrong with you, dude?
Hey, this is
Can't even
good.
do it, dude. Can't even do it.
Did we ever rate the first one?
The first one is a 5.
Yeah, it was like a 5.
I'll give it a 6. First one.
The art is probably
It
about a
smells
7.
It is good.
The beer itself is probably about a 4.
This is pretty good.
This is good.
Yeah, that was good.
Give this one an 8.
I like
Whoa,
I'll give it an 8.
this is really good.
this one.
Nice, soft, and round. Just like I like my marshmallows.
I thought you were gonna say your vanilla butts, but that really took a different turn. Huh?
How does he not get a worse counter for that?
Oh, he's got like 2 for the past 5 hits.
That's not true, you piece of shit.
Great.
He got so real with it. That's not true, you piece of shit.
Anyway, Tony, what's Legends of Runeterra?
It's a game.
It's
Pitch me
leagues.
your impressions of Legends of Rooney Tooney.
Legends of Rudy Tooty.
It's
I mean, I tried it out because Josh wanted me to.
13
I actually
seconds.
like it. I've always been a big, I like playing card games. I was hoping that it wouldn't be like Hearthstone because
Is it?
No, which what I like because I was never a huge fan of Hearthstone because I felt like
Very pay to play.
that and I
This
was,
game is pay to play?
no Hearthstone is,
Oh.
and I always felt like Hearthstone. It wasn't like there was skill involved, but I always felt like you always played on curve. Like you always were waiting for the cards when your mana was up, like to play at the right time.
The problems with Hearthstone is very pay to play. Like people could definitely earn like the cards for free if they wanted to and they put the time in. But when the new packs come out, like everybody who was really into it or like professional players would just buy all the packs, get all the cards, and then
Just top
make the
them.
best deck and then
Move on.
just crush everybody. So the free to play players had a like really hard time catching up, and by the time they got all the cards, they had another expansion, that would come out, and they have to start their thing all over again. And like the RNG aspect of Hearthstone, obviously is
Yeah, that's what I felt. It was more RNG in Hearthstone, like because again, I felt like, I mean, I didn't play as much as I feel like any of you guys did, but I just felt like when I played, it was just you always played on curve. Like you were waiting on turn 3 to play the turn 3 card, and then you were hoping to have the turn 4 card next on your turn 4, and it was just literally like that all the time. Where this, I feel it's real strategy based.
They have a mana system where you can roll mana up to 3. So if you don't use, up to 3 mana in your turn, it rolls over to the next turn.
But it's only for spells.
It's only for spells, which can turn the game if you play a card. You can use a spell to kind of give yourself like an advantage. But the cool thing about this game is it's not one person goes, the other person goes, one person goes, the other person goes.
It's always
when I make an action.
You always get a reaction.
The opponent has a chance to react to that action right away.
Okay.
Which is
it's really
pretty
nice.
Cool.
So like
it's a Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, in a sense. I like it that it was kind of weird at first. So like, say we're playing the game right now. Like I start first. We both start with 1 mana. I get to play a card, and then you get to respond by if you want to play a card and waste a mana. And even though I go first, I actually still get to attack because if you did play a card, you get to defend. But if you don't, then you just eat the hit.
So the thing is you play cards onto your field. And you're like when you play 1 card, you like there's no I play 2 actions or 3 actions. You play 1 action, your opponent gets to play an action in response. Yep. You both gain all your mana back at the same time every time it switches like attack and defense.
And you draw at the same time.
And you both draw at the same time.
So that's also kind of nice.
So it's kind of interesting because like I think with Hearthstone there's a slight advantage for you going first. I believe it was like I don't know what the percentages were, but there was always a slight advantage for someone going first.
60%.
Yeah, and then with this,
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
with this game, I think the numbers so far have shown it's still 50-50, because even though you get to attack first and I play a 1-cost card, my opponent can play a 1-cost card. I mean, you can't really call it a lane card game because you choose the lanes that you defend and block in. Mm-hmm. But it's not.
Is he talking about like kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, like where you had? Like,
so
yeah.
It's when you play a card out to attack, in order to defend against that card, you have to put it in front of that card.
Yep.
Oh,
but there's not specified lanes. So when I play a card, it's almost like having a field, like Pokemon, kind of like your bench, and then when you want to attack, you move them out, right? So when you go, you have your bench or whatever that you played. And then you move them out to attack, but you can have up to 6 lanes that you attack in. But your opponent, when they go to defend, as long as they had people on their bench, they could use it to defend, but you can move it to wherever you want. You're not stuck to one lane, which is why it's not like SoulForge where you played it in a lane,
Yeah, that's actually good. SoulForge is how
SoulForge is like more of a lane type game. This one, yes, there's lanes, but you're not stuck to one lane, which is...
Okay. So I can I can put my face down man-eater bug and I can kill your guy, right? Oh man, flip effect.
I mean, there's a lot of what I like in this game too is like it does have that Yu-Gi-Oh effect where like you can play and then a counterplay and you can try to counterplay again. Mm-hmm. Like I like that type of system. So you can be really methodical and build certain combos in the deck. And right now, like a lot of the effects are really sweet because it matches obviously with the league's like style. Like I was telling you earlier, so far I haven't got to try out everything, but right now I really like playing the Fiora deck because I just feel like it's kind of broken in my opinion.
How many decks are there?
There's multiple. Like there's some because like it's not just like a
Piltover is on Freljord. Was it Demacia?
You don't have to. Dude. Don't feel like you need to play a card game. Yu-Gi-Oh ruined every card game for me. So.
That's not true.
Let's do something else.
Yeah, you play Dragon Ball.
But
I played for a little bit and I hated it.
Did you really? No, you didn't.
The interesting thing about the game is there's like I don't know how many factions there are altogether. Like 6 or 8 or something like that. Factions. You can only have 2 factions per deck. So if you add a card in, like each card has its own faction.
Oh, kind of like the colors with Dragon Ball.
Yeah. So you can only have 2 colors in your deck, basically.
Okay.
I think the best thing about the game currently is from a like business standpoint, a popularity standpoint, they didn't want to piss off their fan base by making it pay to play to buy cards like right off the bat. So they changed everything so that everything in the game is earned.
That's all.
The only thing you can buy cards, but it's limited weekly, and you can only buy up till it's like maybe 10 or 11 cards or something like that. It's like a really small number, because the set right now is only 300 cards. So if you want to buy cards, you can only buy like 11 cards out of the deck, like 3 legendaries, 3 epics.
How many
whatever.
cards of one type can you have in a deck?
So like champions, I think, are limited to like 6.
Jesus.
But everything else, there's 40 cards on a deck.
Yeah.
So you can have up to 6 champions and then 40 for everything else left over. But what they did is, obviously they don't want it to be pay to play. They want people to buy every card right now, make it the best deck, and then just crush everybody on the ladder. It's weekly capped, so experience is capped weekly. Quests, you only get 1 quest a day. They have an arena mode, which
How are they making money off this?
so the money is off of you have like a little follower guy that just kind of sits on the side of your board, and your board you can change the style.
Yeah,
So
like,
that's where all the money is.
all the money that you get is cosmetics.
It's
Like,
cosmetics. Yeah.
for like
Oh, okay.
like how Hearthstone has like the back skins and
Yeah.
stuff like that you earn like as a cosmetic. Well, you can purchase those cosmetics in this game. You don't pay for any of the actual like cards
So
besides
it's
like
not
the
pay to
limited.
win.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's pay to look good.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
and games like Hearthstone and stuff aren't pay to win necessarily. It's pay to play. So like if you want to have all the cards, you have to buy them all. That doesn't necessarily make you good at the game. You know what I mean? You could have like the best deck in the world, but you don't know how to run it. So it's more pay to play rather than pay to win.
Dude.
Because winning is based on skill and knowing how to use your deck.
In Hearthstone?
I'm just saying, in like a card game like
There's
that.
skill in every game to some degree.
I agree with that.
I
but-
still categorize it under pay to win though,
Yes.
because if I have none of those cards and you have all of them, sometimes those cards are just better.
Yeah.
Period.
It-
It doesn't
it's-
even matter.
it's-
It doesn't even
it's
matter the
core
skill.
stuff.
It just
But since you have to play them, you know what I mean, like in a certain way and at a certain time.
Well, I mean,
it's-
yeah, you have to learn how to play it still. Like you can
It's-
have like
it's-
$1,000
Like
deck,
I
but
could
if
have
you
a
don't know how to
starter
play it,
deck.
yeah.
I could have a starter deck. You could have the best deck in the world. If you don't know how to play, I could still beat you.
You can say that about anything then, though. There's a learning curve. There's a specific learning curve for certain things.
Well,
but
I
just
mean,
because
you could
one's higher than the
argue
other,
it
I
either
still
way.
Think, I still think it's pay to win.
But
Hold on, Hearthstone?
Yeah.
like I said, I like it. It's just more strategy based. I like the heroes that they add. Like they have cool abilities. Like I was like trying to say like Fiora. Like I don't know if you ever got to play Fiora with her rework. Like I know you played along her original state, but her rework, how you have to hit like 4 sides in the opponent, and she gets like this increase of damage, and like she'll blow that person up right away. So in this one, she has to defeat 4 enemies, and if she defeats 4 enemies, you automatically lose. Like you just straight up lose.
Yeah, it's one of the effects in the game.
Yeah.
She just has to kill 4 of your
4
people.
Yeah, 4 your people.
and
And
then-
so like the whole deck is themed around trying to get Fiora, and then once you get her, you have to have her survive. Like it's not like she has a crazy life pool or anything either. Like you have to build like the deck around like giving her extra health, giving her barrier, planning the way of the attack, because she's a challenger, so one of her skills is challenge, and that means you get to pull the card that you want to battle against. She duels.
So yeah, if you have somebody on
So
your
you can
bench,
pull a weaker guy, so you can get a quick win.
I can
But
kill 4 weak guys to win.
yeah, but the thing
Yep.
is like the damage stays on the card. Like it's not like you regenerate it. So like she starts off 3/3, I believe.
something like that.
So like and
3-3-2.
yeah,
Dude, this reminds me of that fucking scummy ass paladin deck where you summon like the 4 horsemen and they automatically kill you.
Yeah.
That shit was scummy.
But the crazy thing about the game is
Told you.
is like everybody, since everybody's capped weekly, no one has like
an idea.
every card. No one knows what the best deck is because no one has every card to be able to play.
There's a lot of cool.
It sounds like it gets old though.
No, there's a lot of different.
So
things
so
to
with
test out.
the thing with card games is when they start out, they have a limited card pool because you have to have one set, right?
Yeah. So what's gonna keep me battling?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you get from winning a
because
duel?
so when
Yu-Gi-Oh.
when you have the game, you get rewards based on experience, which come from winning. You get so much experience. Losing even gives you a little bit of experience, and then completing your quest gives you experience.
Listen still.
But if you all of those factions, you choose which factions you want to gain experience for, and they all have tiers of rewards depending on how many experience you get.
So like you
So
get
to earn cards, like
Earn
the
cards,
best way to earn cards is by picking a faction. Be like, oh, I want to try some cards from this faction. I want to build a deck
Is
around this
Demacia a
faction. Yeah. So you pick Demacia.
Garen's really good though.
You'd get experience every day based on what you do, and then you would earn cards for Demacia, and you kind of build a deck as you gain cards. But since no one can gain everything, everybody's trying like, oh, I know all of these cards are good, but I don't have like enough cards to make the perfect deck, so I'm gonna add some of these random ass cards in there too. So everybody's playing with kind of like half, 3/4 build decks with like
And,
some random stuff
Another
thrown
thing
in.
too is like not one specific idea is a full deck yet. So like I know you didn't really get to it since you only played one set of Dragon Ball. But for Marlon, like it's like you could take two themes that you were trying to do in Dragon Ball, and then you just kind of mix it together, and you're trying to figure out what's the best one. Like right now, like Josh was just saying that he was just playing the Elise deck, and I was trying to do that too, because there's her build is you're just trying to storm the field. You're trying to bring out as many units
Minions.
just a bunch of little spiders. Yep, and you're just trying to attack and try to just aggro like real quick. But there's not enough cards to make that full 40 deck, so you're trying to see what's compatible with that deck. Like maybe you can add like Thresh in there, because Thresh, his ability is anytime
Thresh.
someone dies, he gets like a soul. And another thing too, hero character cards, they level up, they get stronger. But they all have a
They
requirement
have like
to level
quests.
up. Yeah.
So if you accomplish that quest, you get the next.
Of course, the Black Flame Dragon level 8.
The only problem I'm
Or is
seeing.
it, was he odd or is it
The
even?
problem I'm seeing with the game right now is
He was
like
odd.
Even.
right now
Was he?
at the
Yeah.
start
Yeah,
of the game,
Silent Swords
like
was like 35,
being
7.
capped each week sounds like a good idea. But what if I come in 2 months into the game?
So yeah,
You're
so,
getting spanked.
Then I'm just gonna get I'm gonna be
Yeah, so-
I'm gonna be getting spanked by those people that have been playing for 2 months. I'm gonna have no cards. They're gonna have all the cards. And I'm gonna be like,
so
This isn't even spanking anymore, by the
so
way.
the reasoning
Oh, it is.
like behind like having everything capped is they don't want like the meta to get stale too quickly, right? So there's no specified meta until everybody finally unlocks every card, which I don't know what the time period
So how do you know
is.
your Fiora deck's not complete then, I guess? Have you seen it?
Because you don't
deck
have all
lists
the
on-
cards. Yeah, you don't have all the cards, and no one can play. Like, I mean, sure, people can print cards and like test with paper or whatever,
Yeah.
but it's you just don't know. But they just don't want the meta to get stale right away, so they cap everything so that the meta is consistently changing, because people are like, oh, this Fiora deck's good.
But I still
I'm
don't-
gonna build to the Fiora, and then people are like, oh, well, this deck beats Fiora deck, and then so people are like, oh, I'm gonna try to get those cards then, and then something beats that. So the meta is gonna consistently change, which doesn't make the game stale as quickly as like releasing everything at once and establishing a meta right away. So everybody just gets the cards that they need.
I get that, but it still doesn't solve
Yeah,
the problem.
so that's the thing that
Because like people are gonna come
No,
in
no,
like
no.
late and they're gonna be like, I want to play this deck.
so
And
that's
there's no way for them to get it.
that's the thing that like is kind of like the question, like in the future the only way to really like fix that issue is having a catch-up mechanic when the next set
Like
comes
a-
out or when the game
Hey.
launches,
To win,
like so like double experience.
It's hard.
buy packs.
Pay 30
Is
bucks.
there a dust system or like a...
Yeah. So if you get 3 cards, they auto dust it into shards,
Okay.
and then you
And
can
then
use
like
those
they also
shards
give
to
you
build packs.
this thing like when the
This is on
rewards.
PC?
Yeah. Another cool thing like that I like too is like one of the rewards is called wild cards, and there's like the different tiers of wild cards. And basically, when you get a wild card, depending on rarity you get, it automatically unlocks the card of your choice when you choose it.
So if you get a legendary wild card, like all the heroes are legendary.
Yeah, and then you
So
get to pick
which hero
you want to just pick which hero, and you just automatically unlock.
But yeah,
it
that
as
is
a-
that is definitely like the question, and like so what about people who come in late? Since it's so hard to unlock stuff and you have to grind it out each day, like if I come in late, how am I supposed to catch up? They have to add some sort of catch up mechanic for the older card. Yeah, like so like if a new set comes out and then they add tiers onto the things, like maybe you get double experience or triple experience or whatever for the first couple tiers, and then when you get to the new tiers, then it goes back
They
to
probably,
normal.
in my opinion, I think if they do it, like maybe they'll have more quests versus like NPCs, so you can kind of build your way up.
Or maybe even like when you put out a new set, you do offer the ability to buy packs. Finally, like to get
Catch
all the
up.
stuff.
just like previous packs, no newer packs. Or
Yeah,
anything
so no
like
newer
that.
packs, but hey, here you get 1 rare guaranteed, 7 commons, 1 epic, and 2 rares or whatever. So they can still make money off of that, but they allow people to be able to catch up.
Because I think
that
about
way
it
too.
just like kind of like if you think about like playing League now, like we've seen how far League has gone. Imagine like a new person going into the game right now, like they're just gonna get shit on for a long time.
You're gonna get shit on for a long time, and
A
you're
long-
gonna play with someone like Gump, and he's gonna make you feel really bad about life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's different though.
Well, Gump
Because,
telling
like-
you,
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying like maybe buy the old stuff
What's wrong with you two?
because like with
tell
League,
you you're gonna get ready to play
with League,
Worst.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, but Gump's not here.
No,
just
Marlon,
repeated what-
worse for him. Worse
So-
for
so-
Marlon.
I didn't say it.
He's just repeating.
He thought it was
I didn't say
Steve,
it.
Steve all the way over there heard that shit.
I didn't say
Steve
it.
said
all.
worse. Steve, he's like,
I didn't say it all.
he said get rid of him. He tried to whisper it. Steve was like worse.
but with League, like the new stuff obviously costs more, and the old
You can
stuff
get a new
costs
Caitlyn
less.
come in there and serve some old school players up, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to see, just how they.
I
let
could
people
also change
catch
the
up.
tutorials of how they do it too
Yeah.
as a new season. Because like the tutorial, when you play it, you get actually quite a bit of an experience and a lot of new cards.
If
just
you
doing
if
the
you want
tutorial.
some hints, go into the tutorial, surrender right away. You still get full experience for all of them. You don't have to play them.
there's the hack of the day, folks.
Also,
Oh,
if you
jeez.
want your max experience daily, just get a friend, surrender to him 31 times, and then switch, and you get full experience.
Hey, you free tonight, bro?
Dude, you guys are breaking the game.
5 minutes. Yeah, oh, I got all my
Yeah.
experience.
5
What
minutes,
the heck? That's crazy.
free experience.
You're talking about for the vault one, right? How far does it go up to for the?
I don't think
liquid
this
vault?
is for me.
He doesn't.
I honestly, you should just I recommend giving it a try because
Yeah,
it's,
I
I
like
think-
card games.
like
I was about
I
to
do
say-
like card games.
I was about to say, if you
but
were-
this one doesn't sound like it's my. It
You-
doesn't sound like it's for me.
you'd have to try it.
Yeah.
Because it's actually like well polished. It doesn't look like a beta game.
Nope. It does not.
Like the sweet effects they have are different for each hero, and
Yeah,
they have
when
like
they-
little
when they level up,
cutscenes when
it's-
they have cutscenes when you
it's
level
kinda
up and
dope.
stuff like that. Like here, I can bring up the game real quick.
Like-
Like just look at the
Why do you
intro.
have Steve bring it out, dude?
Fiora just
'Cause he
like
has to
slices
download
the. She like slices the screen and
And show
stuff.
the viewers. Dude?
Yeah. here.
Fiora, ora.
Darius has the axe spinning. He's like, and then the axe come out.
Look at the intro screen even. Like look how nice intro screen looks.
That's Ash.
That's
Oh,
Ash, dude.
he's
Ash?
leveling up in Frilly Ward right now.
Yeah,
That Ash,
level up
dude?
that Frowley Award.
I'm doing
Look at that.
the Shadow Isles.
That Ash.
And like
Butter free up your schedule because I'm gonna be drilling you all night.
That's the worst.
Okay.
No.
Okay, can we get that one? Yeah, we get that
Those
one.
are
at least?
Pokemon
He
names.
said the whole thing.
Those are Pokemon names.
That's the worst counter right there.
Butterfree.
What are we at right now?
Beedrill.
He said butter free up your schedule.
But if you look at each card even has like a full art too.
Teemo. I fucking hate Teemo.
Full art too.
Timo has like
Full art.
Huh.
the deck name is pretty annoying.
So this is a phone game too.
No. It's
That'd
not.
be sweet.
It's not on the phone. I have it streaming from my computer at home.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did. I could do that. I forgot I could do that too.
Oh yeah,
No,
I
my
can do it
computer's
too.
on.
I can do it. Oh, yeah, I can do it too. Dude.
Gah.
I don't know, man. I might
Go.
Just dabble in it. Just like how
Just
you did
dabble
with
in it.
Go.
Team Fight. You know, Team Fight Tactics. You played for a little bit.
Yeah.
And
See
it's
how you-
where is that now?
It's I mean, it's still
Yeah, no.
people still like that game.
No, they don't.
When it comes on, it comes on the phone. I think a lot of people play it.
Wait, do you still play
Wild
it?
Rift.
No, he
Every
doesn't
once
play.
in a while.
No, he doesn't. Just say no. It's okay. Just say
Don't got a
no.
lot of us.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like auto chess.
Fuck,
No,
man,
no,
you're
you
bored,
don't.
man.
No,
You
no
ain't
one
gotta
plays
lie
it
to it.
anymore. No one. No, just no. It's
Is
okay.
it trash now, dude?
It's not.
I
It's
like
not
it.
even that it's trash. It's just the interest dies off. You
The
gotta
thing-
really have like something to hook you and like
Yeah.
keep you enticed. Like okay, you get the carrot and the carrot and the stick. I'm in it.
I mean, to
I'm
entice
committed.
you, they like to. I mean, they obviously switch it up. They add new characters. They add new items. They switch up the buffs you get and stuff like that. The thing with TFT is Riot even stated that this game is going to be a fun game mode, and that's all they want it to be. They don't want it to be competitive. They don't want it to be.
Oh, so it's on the League launch.
It's still
thing.
on the League launcher. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so Riot even Riot
playing
Riot just said that it's going to be a fun game mode. They
Yeah.
want people just to have fun playing it. It's going to be a standalone mobile game, within a couple of months.
Oh,
This
okay.
one or TFT?
Both of them.
But
Both of
they're-
them are just gonna be fun.
But they're on
No.
the League launch.
TFT they stated like they're not going to do like League. If you compare it to League of Legends, they're not going to do crazy tournaments and stuff like that. I think they said that they were just going to keep it to kind of like fun things and like maybe do some streams with like popular streamers that do it and stuff like that. But I don't think they're ever going to go like huge like global scale like tournaments and stuff like that. But I don't know, when it comes out on mobile, it's gonna
I can see it being.
it'd be fun still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild Rift's gonna come out on mobile, which is just like a dumbed down version of League of Legends.
What?
So I don't know about that. I've never been a big of those like MOBAs on the mobile games.
Like Vainglory, I mean Vainglory was fun on the phone. It ran well.
Yeah,
It's pretty easy
I
to
still
play.
have that.
I didn't care for it when I.
I never tried it.
But
think I
Wild
still
Rift,
have
the
it.
only thing that's kind of weird is it's like not connected to League, so you still have to unlock champions and you still have to get the skins and stuff as they
It was on my
release them.
old
But-
phone.
And then obviously Runeterra is in beta. It's an open beta right now, so it's not even fully launched.
Yeah.
But when it launches, it'll be on mobile and PC. So
Well, like I said, if in my opinion, if you're into card games and you've played card games in the past, like some of the popular ones, then I think you should just give it a shot. It's free.
I was like trying to get the edge of the thing, and
You
Well,
sure?
I was struggling.
But I
maybe.
just think it like how Riot released the game
Mhm.
and like how they launched it and how they didn't want it to get stale like as quickly.
I just like the design. I like the
Like the design,
combat
yeah,
system.
the design, the art, the little things they added to it.
I like the whole like
Really well
interactive
done.
of like everything you do, I have a response, and everything.
Obviously we
I do like
do.
that part.
obviously we won't know where it goes until like we get a couple more sets, and I think Riot realized that like it's not going to be all of a sudden, oh, this is the best card game out right now. I think they're going to take it slow, get people to like, oh, I'm going to play this kind of casually. Oh, another set came out, I'm going to get more into it, and I think they're just going to slowly build it up instead of trying to be the best right away.
And I
So,
think if they keep catering to how like if they can make transition of how like some of your favorite League characters into a card game, I think that'd be really good. Like
I think Riot really listens to the community when it comes to like game design and changes that should be made.
I think they pride themselves on that.
But yeah.
because like yeah, you can play as Trendemir. He has like his level up ability is when you bring him out. If he dies, he levels up because when he dies he goes berserk and you get to go berserk and you won't die. And then he's just like stupidly strong when he levels up, and he has like a
I forgot about Trinidad.
yeah.
What about Riven?
Riven's not in there
Trent
yet.
Bear's like me playing Dango.
Teemo's like a troll deck.
Yeah.
Every time he attacks, he puts shrooms in your deck, and when you draw a card, it could have a chance to have shrooms on it. You just
Oh,
take damage
my.
randomly.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
There you go.
That sounds like that one deck in Hearthstone.
You just got Marlon, dude. Marlon's hooked
the,
now.
what was it?
Let me try Teemo.
But
It was
so
the Bomb Warrior.
yeah, so let me just
Bomb warrior.
let me just tell you
Like
really
bombs
quick
in
how
the deck.
Teemo works. So Teemo's cards that work with Teemo, they give you mushrooms, and when it's like a magic card that costs 1 mana. When you play it, it puts 5 shrooms in the deck. And Teemo, when he attacks your Nexus, he puts 5 shrooms in the deck. But when there's 15 shrooms in the opponent's deck, Teemo levels up to level 2, and now his effect is whenever he attacks, it doubles the shrooms in your deck. So 15 shrooms in your deck, I level up, I attack you, now there's 30 shrooms in your deck. I attack you again, now there's 60 shrooms in your deck.
Yeah, and when you draw...
attack you again, now there's 120 shrooms in your deck.
Whenever you draw a card, there's a chance of you drawing, you'll still draw your 1 card.
Yeah.
But that card could have 6 shrooms attached to it. So that's just 6 damage into your Nexus. And your Nexus is 20 health.
So shrooms aren't cards that just blow up when you draw them.
Yeah.
They attach themselves to a card in your deck. So if I play five shrooms, there's 20 cards in your deck. Those shrooms are gonna randomly pick 1 out of 20 cards, and they're gonna attach themselves to it.
Okay.
So, but if there's more, if they have maybe 30 shrooms and you have 10 cards left, there's a chance where one of them will have 7 in one.
What's your health at in this game?
20 in the beginning.
Yeah.
And each room does 1 health?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But I mean, Teemo's a 1/1.
Yeah.
But he has a thing called elusive, where when he attacks, you can't block him. But
unless you're elusive.
Yeah, unless you're elusive as well. But again, some guy tried to do that with my Fiora, but Fiora has challenge. So when I attack, I get to pick who I want. So even if you're elusive, I can just, nope, you're fighting me, and there's no way around it.
What's the elusive effect? There's a chance that
if the elusive is when you're attacking, no one can block you unless there's another elusive person blocking you.
And that's all elusive does.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's not like it's broken, and then once you kill Teemo, it's just well, that's a wrap.
They're kind of almost if you think of their stealth.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You can have 6 Teemos?
Yeah. 3 of each champion, up to 6 champions in a deck.
So you can get 3 of each champion, up to 6 champions total. So you can have 3 Teemos and then 3 of another one.
Or you can have 2, 2, and 2, or you can have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. As long as they're within 2 factions and stuff like that.
You like that?
But Yasuo's in there too. He's pretty cool. His effect is once you stun or recall if you stun or recall up to I think 3 times, then he levels up, and he has an ability called quick attack. So
you learned that at my Pikachu learns it at level 14, I think.
Okay.
It's a good move.
It is a really good move because quick attack allows you to attack even if they try to block it. If you kill the person, then you don't take damage.
Yeah, so quick attack is basically you do the damage to your opponent first. If your opponent's still alive, then they'll do the damage back to you, but if they're dead, they don't do anything to you.
So killing Yasuo or blocking Yasuo is stupid because you have to have more health than him and still have enough damage to kill him.
There's people with overwhelm, so if they attack you and you have 1 health, but they have 7 damage, they do 6 damage to you.
Yeah.
So whatever attack over your health they do, it does your Nexus right away. Otherwise, the blocking, if you have a 7/7 out and I block it with a 1/1, it's not going to do any damage to me unless you have overwhelm. So you can just throw out your little weenies to block the big guy.
It's all it's like I said, I like the strategy and the thought behind it, and obviously once you play it more and you'll kind of get the hang of decks, you'll start predicting okay, there's a chance where he might do this if I do this, and it's funny. I think the funniest right now is playing with the Elise deck for me because there's so many funny counters that I'll try to do. I'll try to attack, and most of Elise's minions are super weak, but they all have if you have Elise Awaken, all of the spiderlings have fear and taunt. So so you're bringing out so many spiders. I basically don't allow you to block the way you want to. I'm gonna pull this guy, and he's gonna have to fight this guy. And
so if they have 3 beefy dudes on the field, but you have 6 spiders, all your little spiders are you're not blocking my big dudes. I'm just gonna pull you to me. You can kill me. You can kill my spider, but I'm gonna do damage with my beefy dudes.
And then when they try to kill some of your spiders, they have death rattle effect, and if you die, you get an effect. And then
The funniest thing for me with the Elise deck is I have these guys in the thing that say when your guys die, do 1 damage. So
Yep.
since Elise summons like massive amounts of like little spiders,
That's pretty good.
there's a ton of cards in the decks that kill your own guys. So you just kill your guys and just do damage like directly to them without like you having to interact with your opponent. So sometimes like the way I have
Leper gnome.
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly.
So basically, is exactly like that. So basically, how I have my deck built is I have it kind of built like so I can keep getting stronger and stronger people every turn. But if there ever comes to a situation like where they're stronger than me and they have more people than me, then I can switch my strategy up to like, okay, I did this much damage in the beginning. There's no way I'm doing any more damage by attacking. I'm gonna start destroying my own people and just like chipping you down the rest of the way. And your opponent like doesn't really expect it. Because like there's these cards that summon 3 1/1s for you, but they die the next turn, and it's like really low cost. So you get a couple of those guys out that do damage to your opponent for every guy that you die. You just throw a magic card out there, 3 guys, end your turn. All those 3 guys die. You do 6 damage to your opponent. That's like a third of their health, right, in 1 turn, and it's only 8 mana. So.
But there's a lot of I like it that there's a lot of counter moves that you can do. Like Ash is really annoying. Like Ash has an ability called Frostbite. Frostbite is when you get hit by Frostbite, your attack is 0 for the turn. Like you can still attack, but you're not going to do any damage. And then if you block, then you're not hurting me in response, and I'm just still hitting you. I don't know. It's
fun.
It's
I
fun. Yeah,
say
it's fun.
just
Yeah, we're
give it a
done
try.
with this. You guys are literally going through like each card and giving us the rundown. I'm done. No, it sounds straight. I don't know. I might give it a try. The Teemo thing sounds kind of wacky. That's nuts.
I think, like I said, I think you'll find Fiora really fun once you kind of find like the right idea for it.
Oh, yeah, Fiora sounds crazy.
download it, play through the tutorial, and just go from there.
Nah,
He's gonna try it, dude.
He's gonna try it.
He's gonna try it.
I promise him not.
You got him with the Teemo thing. I saw his eyes light up. He said, "Yeah, so Teemo
Nipples
puts."
got hurt.
Whoa! He's a pointy, pointy, pointy. Alright.
Too far.
Do we got anything else? I had actually like a bunch of movies and stuff, but they're like some new trailers and stuff. Like I wanted to watch the Pokemon thing, but just in case nobody saw it. But screw it.
Did you what's that new movie that's coming out? Is it Morbius?
I think we watched the trailer.
Oh yeah, we watched it last week.
Yeah.
That looks crazy.
What did you guys think about that? That is Jared Leto, right?
Yeah.
They're giving it another try.
That's it.
Marvel was like, "Hey, Jared, DC did you wrong, man. Let's get you over here. We'll
said, "Give it a-
we'll
give
I
it
wouldn't
a
even say
try,
Marvel,
yeah.
more like Sony did that.
we'll make you a star, dude."
He's giving it the old college try.
Give it
Yeah.
another try.
Yeah. He's like, man, I'm
That
going-
Joker was
hey,
not good.
Y'all did me wrong, man. I'm going to Marvin. I was like, wow.
It's like,
The Marvel's that,
Go.
no, we don't really want you. Sony's like, we'll pick you up.
Marvel's
It
like,
looks straight though.
"Hey, man, we know some people at Marvel."
We know some, we know some people that know some people that know some people.
Look, we got Spider-Man. We got you.
He said, "We got Spider-Man. You like Spider-Man?"
That was their sales pitch. We got Spider-Man. You like Spider-Man? No, it looks great.
Come on, man.
Hey, man,
Who doesn't like Spider-Man?
Was it Morpheus? Mobius?
Yeah, Morpheus.
Morpheus? Did he make Blade? That's what Josh said. Is he wrong?
What?
I mean, it could be in like one of those Earth,
What did you just say?
Earth 616.
Morpheus
stories.
made Blade?
Morbius.
Josh said that Morbius created Blade.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
It could be one. I mean, how many different alternate universes are there?
Yeah, that's true.
It could be in like one of those Earth 616 stories, or something. Who knows?
Right.
But not the Blade we know.
Yeah, not Wesley Snipes. Know that.
Nobody
No.
made Wesley Snipes.
Nobody made
Wesley Snipes was born.
He was just born, and now the only thing that he has is problems with Texas.
Stop, dude. I'm talking about
He's got children.
It's like
Called,
got children?
called
this guy.
IRS.
he's the Antonio Brown.
Yeah, bro, have you seen what happened with Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
Well, my man's fucking done.
I don't see Antonio Brown. If he does play, it's gonna be like at least 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, the only team that will
What?
be taking him now will be the Lions.
Yo,
Or
that
Brown.
that I,
Or the
I, I, would- I, I was like,
Antonio Brown to the Browns, man.
I was
Hey,
proud to
man,
with that.
sweet mascot.
Yeah.
Hey, put this orange helmet on. You can run out there like you crazy.
Hey. I don't think they actually say that. No one says that,
They
dude.
put it on for him. He don't put it on. He's like. Nah, Antonio Brown don't hurt me, dude.
Tony Brown.
He can catch a ball, bro.
He catches what?
Catches a lot of things.
Like cases? Cases? Whoa! All right. He catches a lot of things, like court cases. That's messed up.
That's true, though.
Domestic violence cases. All right, man. Do we have anything else, Steve? We didn't even ask Steve about a TV show.
Hey, TV, what? You watch any TV this week?
We didn't talk about it.
Let's see. There was
Not too late.
Chilling Adventures Sabrina, Part 3, and The Ranch was also came out.
Oh yeah, The Ranch Part
I'm
9.
behind, I'm behind on that, so I didn't watch that.
Was it
The
Part 9?
ranch.
I don't even like ranch. I like
I don't
barbecue
know.
sauce.
I think The Ranch
Yeah.
was okay.
Yeah, you do.
Actually, no, I like ranch. Actually,
No, you don't. You don't.
I lied. I do like ranch.
No, you don't.
You don't,
I don't.
Like Chipotle.
which doesn't make any sense. 'Cause
But you don't.
Why don't you like ranch? Because it's white stuff.
The consistency is it doesn't do
It's a
it.
sauce.
The swash.
It's a sauce.
It's a swash.
You like mayo.
I don't. So
You
if
like
I
sour
go,
cream.
I do.
But you like coleslaw.
I do.
he said, I do.
But like if I go to Wendy's and I get like a spicy chicken sandwich,
You
you
get
can
barbecue
keep the lettuce and tomato, but take the mayo off.
You take the mayo off your chicken sandwich?
So what do you put on there instead?
Nothing.
Ranch?
You been eating dry ass sandwiches this whole time?
Yes.
It's like
Yo,
it's like,
your experience has been
it's like Chick-fil-A,
skewed,
man. They don't
dude.
put nothing on their sandwiches.
Chick-fil-A don't. That's why
No.
they're trash, dude.
You don't need it.
Put a
You-
couple pickles on there.
I put a couple
Yeah, I need
pickles on
I need to
it.
bite into something juicy.
The chicken. The moist ass, juicy ass, delicious ass chicken, Mark.
Chicken should be moist.
That's
Moist
all
enough
you
to not
need.
have anything on your bread though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
I'm
I don't
okay.
know.
I'm okay. I'm
I'm just trying
okay
to
if
think.
you. There's no sauce on it. I do.
Hold on.
I put the Chick-fil-A sauce on mine.
Steve. Me and you have been having this fucking juicy chicken battle for the longest time, but you're telling me if you make your chicken correctly, which he always says this to me, you don't need anything for your bread when you make a chicken sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
That's a dry ass sandwich.
Like Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
I put the Chick-fil-A sauce on my Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
That's not bad, but a lot of times if I get the chicken sandwich there, I'll just eat it just as it is.
I will too. But I add cheese.
That is a deal breaker. You put cheese on my chicken sandwich, then I'm good.
Yeah.
He said that I'm good.
I don't need.
Do you remember when?
I don't
do you
necessarily
remember
need
when
sauce.
McDonald's used to have those Southern style chicken
Yeah.
biscuits, and it would just literally be chicken and pickles and the bun.
Oh yeah.
You put cheese on that though.
Bro, yeah, that was a game changer. Nah, bro,
Game
that was a
changer.
game changer. Who was the one that told us that? It was you?
Yeah.
No, I thought it was someone else that told
Nah,
us.
dude. Put cheese on it.
Yeah, that was a game changer. That was like almost life changing until they took it, and then they took it away.
Yeah.
But
You ever get the breakfast sandwiches? The
Chick-fil-A?
sausage and egg McMuffins with
Yeah.
cheese?
The
Yeah.
sausage.
With
If I
cheese.
get one,
You like sausage? Sausage?
sausage. I don't know what I was gonna say.
Did you say it?
Sausage?
Did you say it the first time?
Sausage?
Did you say it the first
No,
time?
not the
Are you sure?
Sausage. Sausage. If you get a sausage and egg McMuffin. No,
Anyway, what do you say?
I get those without cheese.
Without cheese?
Yeah.
Really?
Nah.
No, the cheese makes it.
No, that's
Cheese
just
makes it,
nasty.
man.
Yo, did you know the stacker came back?
It's been back.
I mean, I just kind of realized about it like 2 weeks ago.
All right.
Chick-fil-A breakfast is the best though.
It is
I don't
pretty
see.
good.
Chicken bagel.
They're
That
li-
don't need no sauce.
Their little breakfast bowls, those are pretty good.
They
With
have
the eggs and the hash browns and the chicken.
Oh.
And then they give you like another little side thing of like little
Dude,
tater tot
Chick-fil-A-
medallions.
Chick-fil-A breakfast. It like let's say we did a video of a breakfast challenge and we got McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A would win hands down
Denny's
every
would probably
time.
win.
The Taco Bell breakfast scrambler is okay though.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I
Like
have to say,
mine would go Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, McDonald's, and then Burger King would be somewhere past everybody at the bottom.
Yeah, last.
Really?
Burger King
Bro, I
has
like.
better.
I could
I was
probably.
about to say Burger King to me would probably be 2. I like their sandwiches.
I could wipe my ass with fucking.
Wipe your ass with that dry ass bread with that chicken sandwich you eat at Chick-fil-A, USD.
What do you mean?
Actually, the Chick-fil-A has these chicken minis, which is their like spicy like chicken, or it's actually like just the chicken nuggets in like a little biscuit. That's pretty good too. There's no sauce or anything on those either.
And you know what? They don't need it.
Because their chicken so
Yeah.
juicy.
Their chicken is good.
Chicken so juicy.
I will say though,
Need it.
I've had to cater Chick-fil-A and gone through the drive-thru and got Chick-fil-A. For some reason, catered Chick-fil-A, I don't know, maybe it's because it's free, tastes a lot better.
Oh, if it's free, it's always better.
Yeah.
100%.
It's not free.
It's always
We've
better.
already discussed that free
Right.
food is always better. Even if it's not good food, it's free.
Free pizza is always better than pizza you
yeah.
pay for.
Yeah.
Always.
Always. Especially if you
I
put
will
some
go
sauce
for
shit
that.
on there. Oh yeah.
Do you dip your pizza in ranch?
No, I don't.
No,
Because I'm not
My wife does
fucking.
He's not a heathen.
makes me. My wife's not a heathen, Steve. Steve might be in trouble. I might be in trouble for being friends with Steve.
So, Mark, you hear what Steve said about
What did I just tell you?
What do you mean?
All right, yeah, we have to let y'all go because Duke here is about to get jukemed.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You know what I mean?
You said what? You said what did I tell you? You didn't tell me anything.
I did.
When?
Told you I was going to knuckle bust your toes if you keep touching me. Then
I
you
didn't
touch me
touch
3
you.
times. That means I get to knuckle bust.
I
3
didn't
toes.
touch you.
There's 3 of them?
Yeah, I'm leaving with about 8 toes left. No, 7.
I was like, damn, Marlon, you got...
You got 11 toes?
I've been drinking. You got 11 toes. That's nasty. And now I'm mad because you keep touching me with your feet. All right, are we done? We good? You got anything?
Ask the people.
Absolutely not.
Ask the people.
No, they're done.
Well, thanks, Pfeiffer saying for following.
Yeah, thanks, Nolan. Are you related to Christopher Nolan?
No.
He makes terrible movies. No, he makes the DC movies, right? Christopher Nolan. Oh, he made Batman.
Yeah, mostly. I think
He's
did
good.
The Dark Knight.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, I was like,
He's good. He's good. All right.
Josh,
Jack-
where can they find us at? Well, let me tell you, Mark.
I like this guy, dude. I like this guy, man. You ain't tell us yet, though.
You interrupted me, damn. All right. WeeklyResetPodcast.com. Like, comment, subscribe on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter. Where else can they find us? Oh, leave us a good review, too, on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah. Shout us out. Shout out Jukum.
Leave some comments. Tell us what we're doing right, because we're always right.
And if you say we need to drink more, we ain't gonna be able to do that. I don't feel good.
No, I can do that. I can keep going.
Not
Last week
keep
you couldn't do it.
Yeah, that shit was nasty though.
All right. See ya.
Dragon beer.
Get up already.